I'm Jamie Gragg. I'm the state representative for the 140th District here in Christian County. I'm glad to hear that I didn't hear it this month, but last month's Christian County Library Board meeting, it was clear that there was a new policy to be put in place. The policy was that any comments, outbursts, or applause that were given in support or against any of the public comments, the board president would abruptly end the meeting. When asked if this was a decision made by the board president alone, it was acknowledged that it was. This sort of unilateral decision-making has no place in our society and definitely not on this board. The idea that there was no vote or discussion is disheartening and very disturbing. Acknowledgement and applause is our way of showing our pleasure or displeasure of any idea or action. If the last 30 minutes of each month, if the last 30 minutes of each month's meeting is to merely speak to the air and have our words fall on deaf ears, that policy is actually perfect. However, if you're sitting in your chair and truly taking each and every person's words to heart, this policy is insulting to our First Amendment. Why have public comment if you're not going to hear what we have to say? The policy on record for the public comment portion of these meetings states that if at any time individuals or groups interrupt the meeting, exceed the time limitations, or violate the CCL's Library Code of Conduct, they will be asked to cease to address the board and or leave the meeting as deemed necessary by the chair. This policy does not indicate that you have the right to adjourn a meeting, and the policy does not indicate that applause has to be stifled. If you go this far, then applause during any portion of the meeting has to cease as well. No more applause for jobs well done by the employees, community accomplishments, or new board appointees. I recommend that the board consider the current policy that was last updated in March of this year as it stands. If it needs to be updated, then do so by a vote of the entire board. If you choose to go down that road, I ask that the other 4 board members assist the president in defining what disruptive behavior is. Our First Amendment rights are counting on it. Thank you.
Thank you. With that, this meeting is adjourned.